philanthropists of the 20th century. None are more complex or mysterious than George Soros.
You're a Hungarian Jew who escaped the Holocaust by posing as a Christian. Right. And you watched lots of people get shipped off to the death camps.
Right. And I would say that that's when my character was made.
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours.
Yes.
Went out, in fact.
Philanthropists of the 20th century. None are more complex or mysterious than George Soros.
You're a Hungarian Jew who escaped the Holocaust by posing as a Christian.
Right.
And you watched lots of people get shipped off to the death camps.
Right. And I would say that that's when my character was made.
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours.
Yes.
Went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews.
That's right.
I mean, that sounds like an experience that would send lots of people to the psychiatric couch for many, many years. Was it difficult?
Not at all. Not at all.
Like Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, and the Rockefellers, he amassed billions through ruthless business decisions, only to turn around and give away most of his fortune to advance his own personal philosophy.
I am basically there to make money. I cannot and do not look at the social consequences of what I do.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Alarming officials who are strapped for resources.
And overwhelmingly elected with George Soros' money, and they're a major cause of the violence we're seeing because they keep putting the violent criminals back on the street.
I'm not sure we need to bring George Soros into this. I was going to say you get the last word, Speaker.
He paid for it. I mean, why can't we discuss the fact that millions of dollars he spent?
I agree with Melissa. George Soros doesn't need to be a part of this conversation.
Okay. So it's verboten.
All right, we're going to... Okay, we're going to move on.
It was in 2006 when Soros said, "The main obstacle to a stable and just world is the United States." Translated into truth, that sentence would read, "The main obstacle to destabilizing the world is the United States."
All right, Shalom. This is Harold One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakar Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Nagwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. It's a quick lesson, man. You see the situation with George Soros and about him funding the downfall of a lot of major nations and companies around the world, and how he spoke about during the time of the fake Jews Holocaust, where he would watch them get put in so-called death camps, all right? And he even portrayed the image of what's called a Christian when he was an atheist, all right? Now, Christians believe in God, but they don't believe in the right, according to the right knowledge, you know, according to truth. But this devil here, man, this guy Soros, he's the one that's known to be funding a lot of your BLM movements, a lot of uprisings, and a lot of chaos that's going on here in America. They already did it with Russia, what was called the fall of the Soviet Union. They were a part of that. All right. They say even his own country, Hungary, they stopped dealing with him and they blamed him for the downfall of their nation and being robbed. So the same thing is happening now. All right, when you hear about migrants his name should come up. You know. Now it says this, man. He said when he saw those people getting put into the camps or the death camps, and he was protected by some he had some guy he called a protector. And he said that's when his character was created. See that? 3 important statements he made. He said he had to pretend to be a Christian so they wouldn't kill him. That's one. So even today, that's a wolf's in sheep's clothing. All right. Like today, pretending to be a businessman or a peaceful business person, right? But really, he's a destroyer of nations, man. All right, and the wicked and a murderer. But then you have another point he made. He said he had a protector, and today he has a protector, which are his colleagues or his upper echelon of the elites, which is called Amalek in the scriptures, or Esau. All right, Esau, Edom. Now you have another point he made was that he watched or participated in the people getting put into the death camps. He said that's when his character was created. And he said, "Did you feel any bad about it?" He said, "Nah." He said he can't and will not get involved in social issues, meaning he doesn't care what nobody thinks, their beliefs, their families, their life, their death, nothing. He just cares about money. He said it. He's all about money. And they asked him, does he believe in God? He said no. And he said it with compassion, like no. So yeah, man. So he believes that he's the power. He believes that money's the power. And the money that they're using, the dollar, is not real money. It's funny money. These upper elites, they don't even use dollar. They funnel that around to control countries. They use their signature, or gold and silver. And he's one of the biggest holders in gold right now and silver. All right, a billionaire. Proverbs 6, but check this out. This is when his character's created. Well, check this out. Proverbs 16:4. Yahweh have made all things for himself. See, all things, even these heathens. It says what? Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he was created, when his character was created, it was created for the day of judgment, for the day of evil, so that he can be exposed as the wicked, the mystery of iniquity. He could be one of them ancient Edomites from the past that's back here in the flesh to receive his judgment and to play out his part as the wicked. All right. And to play out his part as the rich man in the time of Israel's oppression right now. So his character was created. That's what he said, man. In that moment of watching people get put in death camps, and he felt nothing about it. So the same thing today. He watched people getting prepared to get put in death camps, all right? Or is playing a part in it. Just like Bill Gates and his dad with the eugenics movement, you can go on and on. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. All right, that's just like that Jake. That was the newscaster that told the Edomite, like, yo, we got to move on. His name can't be a part of this. And she gave him that damn MK Ultra stare into the camera and shit. He was like, okay, we're gonna move on. So they own the media. Everybody know that. Soros, Rockefeller, they all own the media. Rothschilds. So they're pushing their agenda, man. But the Lord created them for the day of evil. All right. So this is James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. So the Lord has judgment and miseries for these heathens out here, man. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth eaten, man. Your gold and your silver is cankered, man. So all their gold and silver is going to be worthless in that day. It's worthless. It's going to be useless when it comes. It said, let me get this real quick. All right, Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness shall deliver from death. Righteousness delivereth from death. All right. So the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. You know, and that's what he's doing. He's going to fall by his own wickedness, by his own greed. All right, and it says this, man. That riches profit not in the day of wrath, so he can't buy his way out of this. And that's what they do. They go around lending to nations, lending to corporations, and by giving favors, they own them now. All right, James, gold and your silver is cankered, meaning it's worthless. It will not deliver them in the day of wrath. They can't buy these nations off. They ain't gonna be able to buy China, even though they establishing China as the main country right now. China rules the world. All right. It says your gold and your silver is cankered. It's gonna be worthless, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. You know, so the rest of them, all right, and shall eat up your flesh as it were of fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days, man. So that greed, their plan for their new world order, that's going to eat up their flesh as it were fire, because they're going to realize that everything they're chasing perdition. They're chasing the judgment, basically. They're falling for the bait, just like you do with a rat, a rodent, or even a snake. It says, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. All right, so that they can be known as the rich man. That the Lord created his character. He heaped all the treasures together for the last days, man. And the rest of it is going to be a witness against them. The fact that they got it stored away, and there's so much poverty and suffering on the earth. All right, it's written in their story for them to be that individual. Okay. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. All right. And who owns all the corporations right now? You know, and robbing the people of the earth or the citizens of America of their pursuit of happiness. He said the main thing in their way right now is America. Basically to destabilize the world. All right. You know, through order out of chaos. That's what they call stabilization, which is really destabilization. Because all their ways are wicked. Anything they think of, they enlarge their desires as hell, man. And is as death in a physical form. All right. So they held back and kept back by fraud. Kept in this poor state. The rich and the poor. The rich against the poor. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. Ye have lived in pleasures on the earth. And that's what he's done. They lived in pleasures and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Whew, man. And ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. All right. And Jake not even resisting. They sleep. They fallen, been manipulated by the media. All right. The medical industry, the religious industry, right? The money, their own imaginations. So they sleep. That's what scripture say. Judah croucheth as an old lion. Who shall rouse him? Our people are asleep. And they do not resist him. He still, that's what that guy said it on the video. He said, just because you're ignorant to the danger does not mean the danger is there. It's not there. All right. Just because they're ignorant to the danger does not mean that the danger is not there. So what, but it says this, that is to the elect. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Don't fall for the trickery, the wiles of the devil. Don't fall for it, man. Just wait. All right, they're pushing their agenda, their plan, total control. We just gotta wait, man. Don't move in haste and give in. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, for the elect to wake up, man, and have long patience for it until he receive the early and the latter rain. All right, the first one's into this truth, and the last one, the last grain that's going to come into this truth. Shall not the least grain fall upon the earth, All right, he says his character was created. Now check this out. Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. All right, so the imaginations of their heart, that's what's going to be their downfall, their greed. All right, chasing after that dream that they got for a new world order. I got a video, I'm not going to play it, but he said, we have a real chance at the new world order. You know that devil talk, So they think they're going to get it. That's their goal. That's their sufficiency, where they feel like they've made it. Well, the Lord said they're going to be taken in the midst of that. Psalms 10 and 2. And that's when they're going to be rushing in as a flood to put their hands on the elect. It's like something sneaking up to the prey, and they find all right, nobody going to do nothing. Well, I'm just going to grab. Well, as soon as they do that, the alarm's going to go off. Shot going to show up. He going to bring hell on their ass. Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth, man. So they bless these nations, and they pay off what they call gatekeepers. All right, gatekeepers. And they the ones that what you call Illuminati or Masons. All right, or these damn devil worshippers. And these organizations and militias or whatever. They even bet against the market, manipulating the market. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, man, new world order, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance, so they hold their riches and they give their riches. The wolf gives his riches to the wolf and not the sheep. See that? The sheep are on the menu. And that's what George Soros is. He's a wolf. And he ain't even wearing sheep's clothing. He be putting it out there like, what are you about to do? All right. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts, man, at all. Because he said it clearly. He don't believe in God. Matter of fact, he think that he is God. His ways, but check this out. This guy, his ways are always grievous, man. That's why he said he is as hell and enlarges his desires as hell and is as death. I mean, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. See, righteousness is far above him. That's why Esau is in the dust. They know that the serpent that's going to dwell in the dust in Genesis. All right. And righteousness is far above out of his sight. For all his enemies, he puffeth at them, man. So he's like, whatever. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. He have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the right. Everything they planning is vanity, man. And mischief. All right. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor, man. He lieth and waits secretly as a lion in his den. Say they like the scriptures say the devil go about seeking whom he may devour. And this guy is laying secretly. The scriptures say the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. So this is their den right now. And they're laying secretly in their secret societies. As lions in a den, they're lying in wait to catch the poor. All right? To devour them, devour their wealth, their substance, their soul. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net, man. The net is going out right now. The net, that they're casting out through fear mongering, to trap the people, man, through deception. He croucheth and humbleth himself. That's what they call politicians and businessmen. That the poor may fall by his strong ones, man. So you'll see this devil walking around or getting in a limo, and they look like businessmen, and they keep everything clean. You might even see them in a damn church or some shit. But talking to the Pope. But they humble themselves. They set up campaigns, and they invest in organizations. Right? They're humbling themselves that ye may fall by his strong ones. Right? All the agents. He have said in his heart, Yahweh have forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. All right, that's what they're saying in their heart, man. Arise, O Yahweh, lift up thine hand, forget not the humble. All right, so his character he's a fool. All right, because Psalms 53:1. Because he said what? They said, do you believe in God? He said, no. He got the right to say that because that's our God. Yahweh is our God, man. Our power. He controls everything, but still, that's our God, man. All right. Esau is a bastard, a fatherless nation. Psalms 53:1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, man. He's corrupt and have done abominable iniquity. All right. That's why the scriptures say they moving in that spirit of Titus and Vespasian, that abomination that maketh desolate. But the Lord said he created the wicked for the day of evil, to destroy them, man. All right, there is none that doeth good. None of them can do good. This is Obadiah 1:2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. You're talking about Esau, right? Well, 1. Thus saith Yahweh concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor of Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. because I have made thee small. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathens. Thou art greatly despised, man. So Esau is going to be hated by all these other nations. All right, same ones they doing business with. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. So the pride of his heart, his riches have deceived him. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, they cavemen. They're low lives, man. Whose habitation is high, see, but they live lofty. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, man? Well, this is, check it out. Job 5, verse 8. Job 5 and 8. I would seek unto Yahweh, and unto Yahweh would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields. All right, to set up on high those that be low. All right, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. And that's what's about to happen. The ones that are mourning, the children of Israel, are going to be exalted to safety, man. That's salvation. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty. So that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to let them build up just so he can throw it down. And his strength is shown in weakness. So the Lord's going to show his strength at our weakest point. All right. He disappointed, so he's going to disappoint them. They're going to be upset. Caught off guard. That's why the Lord said he coming as a thief in the night. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. And that's what this guy Soros is, crafty, man. So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, man. So their power from the left-hand side and their technology, whatever they're into, and their money, is not, they're not going to perform in their worldly knowledge, worldly wisdom. They're not going to be able to perform their enterprise, man. All right. That's their new world order. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Okay. He said, who shall bring him down to the ground? Well, the Lord going to respond. This is Job 20:15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. Who's going to do it? The Most High is going to do it. All right, we can't do it. The Lord going to do it. So the Most High is going to cast them out of his belly, make them vomit up all them riches that they took, and the resources from the world, and their grip on the earth. Take them out of that power seat, and he shall remove them out of their secrecy, because that's a power seat as well. Moving in secrecy, catching somebody blindsided. So the Lord's going to bring them out into the open and reveal them now. All right, that they're the wicked. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. All right, again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey, and the butter. So they're not going to reach their goal. They're not going to see it. They're going to get right there to it, and they're not going to see it. All right, they're not going to see their new world order be complete. And verse 18, that which he have labored for. See, they fought all these years, and since the Roman Empire, and even in America now, Esau has been sticking together, pushing their agenda for world dominance, or what you would call Edomite supremacy, and the satanic pagan order upon the earth. And it says, that which he have labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down, man. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. That's why they're going to be in slavery 1,000 years. All right. They're going to pay back they're going to pay it back in slavery. Time served. And what the Lord going to call a death penalty for them. They're going to pay with their life. Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, man. Oppressed and forsaken. He's like, I won't care about any of their social issues. It's like, what? So you just manipulating and destroying people's lives, man. Treating them like cattle, or even less, like bugs, man. It says, that which he have labored for, right? Verse 19, because he hath oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he builded not. And that's what you get your mortgages, you get slavery, all right? Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his good. So all the nations, his money is going to be worthless. All right, they're manipulating and, yeah, I'm almost to it. I almost got my new world order. Their gold and their silver is going to be cankered, worthless in the day of judgment. All right. In the fullness of his sufficiency, when they feel like they finally got it to their agenda, as they seem to be preparing to devour right now with the way the world is going. In the fullness, see, the Lord waiting until they come into that full point, full bloom, martial law, kicking in doors or knocking on doors, whatever you want to call it, dollar crash, the full bloom of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, man, affliction. Every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. All right. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast fury, the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And that's what we're waiting for, man. For the Lord to judge these damn heathens, these devils, and to bring them down. He already exposing the Lord to disrupt their plans. All right, we're gonna see judgment upon them someday. But it's just want to do a little edification dealing with this heathen George Soros and show who's running the world and running the operations that are going on today with their mandates and this what they call a great reset and this new world order mindset and oppression. It stems from a group of people, and he's one of them.